Episode 4 of The Amazing Digital Circus could be closer than we thought. As episode 3 dropped, the show also made its way onto Netflix, where some fans noticed something intriguing. Netflix may have accidentally revealed that the next episode is coming out in December. For some viewers, it even displayed a specific release date, December 13th. Obviously, Netflix noticed the slip-up and they quickly removed the information, but it left fans buzzing with the question, is this date real or did Netflix make a mistake? Maybe they mixed up the release schedule with another show's new episode. It's hard to say for certain. What we do know for sure is that now Murder Drone's wrapping up, Glitch's focus has shifted to The Amazing Digital Circus. The show's popularity has been through the roof, and given how much hype it still has, it's likely that they'll want to capitalize on that momentum by getting the next episode out as soon as possible. December might just be the perfect time to keep the excitement going. The animators recently shared a behind-the-scenes look at the animation process for episode 3, and it's clear just how complex it is to bring these characters and scenes to life, especially as new ones are introduced. The level of detail in every scene is astonishing, from character expressions to the intricate backgrounds. But here's the exciting part. From the season trailer, we can tell that they've already started working on animating the upcoming episodes, not just episode 4. And this means that they are getting a head start on future episodes, which is a good sign for fans who don't want to wait another 6 months like we did between episodes 2 and 3. This early work could make a huge difference in how quickly we see episode 4, and it makes the December 13th release date seem even more possible. With the animation in progress for multiple episodes at once, it feels like Glitch is aiming for a more consistent release schedule moving forward. Now, as for what we know about episode 4, the spotlight is definitely going to be on Gangle. Up to this point, she hasn't played a major role in the story, aside from being Jax's favorite target for bullying. I'm really hoping that this episode will dive deeper into her character, showing us more of her personality and what she's been hiding underneath that shy exterior. A few months back, Gooseworks shared a teaser on her Tumblr where a fan asked her to describe each upcoming episode in just one word. For episode 4, she wrote, "Oh, it's vague, but it definitely feels like a hint that something unexpected or intense is coming our way." And I can't help but think back to the MomoCon panel earlier this year, where Gooseworks and some of the voice actors answered questions about the show. Alex Rochon, the voice actor for Kane, mentioned that he'd love to see Gangle go berserk. And Gooseworks' response was, "Gangle definitely goes somewhere. Stay tuned for episode 4. And it makes me wonder if they're hinting that Gangle could be at risk of abstracting in this episode. While it could be surprising to see a circus member abstract so early in the series, it could also serve as a major turning point for the story, shaking up the dynamics of the group and adding a new layer of tension." And as for the plot, we have a teaser image shared by the Amazing Digital Circus Japan Twitter account that offers a glimpse into the setting of episode 4. The characters are shown inside a fast food restaurant, which is where the next adventure is supposed to take place. And in the picture, something stands out. Gangle is dressed differently from the rest of the circus members. While everyone else looks like regular employees, she's dressed as a manager. This could be a fascinating twist, putting Gangle in a leadership role, especially given her shy and fragile nature in previous episodes. It would be interesting to see how she handles being in charge, especially if the pressure starts to get her. It could also open up the door for more bullying from Jax, just like what we saw in episode 2. However, the trailer also shows Jax being pushed out by a giant hand, which might mean he won't have as much room to mess with Gangle this time around. Maybe his influence over the group will be limited in this episode, leading to some frustration on his part. And speaking of the rest of the circus members, Zubul is also present in the teaser, which suggests that they'll finally be joining the group on this adventure. It seems like their time in therapy might have given them a new perspective, maybe realizing that staying back at the circus isn't any more peaceful with Kane constantly interfering. And it's also worth noting that Zubul appears to have new body parts again, which suggests they're still trying to find the right combination to feel comfortable. It's a small detail, but it shows their determination to adapt to their circumstances. Meanwhile, Ragata seems to be in high spirits, bringing her usual positive energy to the group. She always tries to make the best of every situation, but Pomni on the other hand doesn't seem too thrilled. In the teaser image, she's still wearing her jester hat underneath her baseball cap, which makes for a pretty amusing look. And Jax's demeanor is also interesting here. We know how he loves being the center of attention, and judging by his expression, he doesn't seem happy about not being in control this time. This could definitely definitely lead to some tension within the group, especially if he tries to undermine Gangle's leadership during the adventure. And let's not forget about the new NPC Orbsman, who will be introduced in episode 4. He seems harmless at first, but there's a chance he might play a role in testing the circus members, adding a new challenge to their adventure. And overall, the fast food restaurant setting suggests that this episode might be a bit more lighthearted than the Haunted Mansion adventure, but that doesn't mean there won't be plenty of drama. With a less threatening environment, the focus might shift more to exploring the characters' personalities and psychological struggles. And I'm expecting to see the group working together more closely this time, which could reveal new sides to their relationships, especially Gangle's struggle with her comedy mask constantly breaking and her ongoing clash with Jax. It's also possible that Jax might stir things up from the background, even if he's not directly involved, maybe by revealing Gangle's secret about her figurines to Ragatha, something that was hinted in episode 2. This could create some serious tension among the characters, especially if it leads to more emotional turmoil for Gangle. With all these hints and clues, I can't wait to see where the story goes next. And luckily, we might not have to wait too long, since December is only 2 months away. Let's hope that the release date is real. What do you think? Could we really be getting episode 4 that soon? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next video.